Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video on the Young Hustler YouTube channel. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the 5 most common things that make people broke. These are things that you should avoid at all costs, and some of these things have personally affected my life greatly. You will see that some of the smallest changes could have the biggest and most profound impact on your life. So before we take a look at the top 5 things, we must understand the difference between being poor and being broke. Robert Kiyosaki says that both involve a lack of money. However, being poor is a mindset. Let's take an example from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Just to let you all know, I already made a review on this book, which can be found on my channel. And essentially, in the example, poor people are the ones who say things such as, "I can't afford it," as opposed to, let's say, a broke person who would say something such as, "How can I afford it?" Although this broke person has no money, he or she has employed a rich mindset. It is because your thoughts lead you to take certain actions, and your actions ultimately impact your future. So, the first thing on this list, as the old saying goes, you try to keep up with the Jones. This means you care greatly about how others perceive you and look at you, and you're willing to do almost anything to impress them, even if this means sacrificing your own financial future. Personally, I've done this so many times in my life, and I feel like we all have at some points. But at the end of the day, once you learn to truly not care about what others think about you and stop trying to impress people that you'll ultimately never know for the remainder of your life, that's when you'll feel free and see a better change in your finances. An example of this is with the Yeezys, or essentially any designer clothes brand that's considered cool but will severely dent your bank account. The second reason why you're currently broke is because you hang out with the wrong crowd. As the American businessman Dan Pano once said, "Show me your friends and I'll show you exactly who you are." If your friends see money as something that's not important and something that should just be blown on whatever, you'll subsequently adopt these habits and view money in the same way. The next thing is that you excessively buy on the impulse and don't truly value the power of budgets. Not to throw any shade, but I recall one of my family members when I was always younger, they'd always take me to the store, and they'd always come to the store with one thing in mind to buy, such as, let's say, a bottle of soap. However, every time we'd leave with carts full of random items that half the time they didn't even use. So as Dave Ramsey says, it's important to have a balance between both spending and saving, and you want to do each in moderation. However, don't go out there and just spend like a maniac. Or as he puts it, don't spend like Congress, which is probably worse. That leads us to our next point, which is you quit learning and you don't value true education. You're more concerned about working that part-time job and receiving that paycheck than acquiring true business skills that are applicable to running your own business in the future, such as interacting with customers. I recall when I used to work at McDonald's, essentially everyone there was just willing to work for the paycheck, and no one actually truly cared about learning about how to better interact with customers or how to solve challenging problems on the impulse, which are both very important skills that are highly applicable to starting your own business and subsequently succeeding in that business as well. And the final reason of why you're currently broke is because you choose to not pay yourself first, and what this essentially means is that you're blowing all your money before you could invest it or save it. So that leaves you with no more money to invest, and with no more money to invest, or even save for that matter, you'll be in deep financial trouble because you'll miss out on many great and amazing financial opportunities. And as the old saying goes, compounding and compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Anyways guys, hope you all found today's video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like down below and let me know on any ways in which I could improve my content. Anyways, see you guys next time and take care.